Welcome back to Danganronpa V3. It's time to start the second class trial, and without any further ado, let's do exactly that. How you doing, famfrit?
Everyone!
Is everyone ready? Not like we have choice, right? You are quick to understand. It is as though Monokuma has you trained.
What?
We got nothing to worry about, right, assholes? We'll figure out the culprit, won't we?
Don't worry.
Of course we don't need to worry. The top suspect is super obvious this time.
Hey!
Right, Himiko? How dare you bully Himiko, you degenerate? You want me to Aikido chop your head off, huh?
Wait,
That's not even Aikido anymore, is it?
either way.
This matter will be discussed in due time. You should save your arguments until then.
That's right.
Yeah, let's put an end to this at the class trial.
You're right.
You're right. Well, I guess we have to talk to everyone. Let's start with Kokichi.
Alright!
This case will be so easy, especially with how obvious the top suspect is. Right, Himiko? I hear males pick on girls they like to get their attention, which means Kokichi must like Himiko.
Oh?
Huh? How'd you know? Actually, why don't we focus on the class trial and save that conversation for later? This is turning out to be not so boring after all. Yeah, because you're covering up the truth with your alibi, I know you.
Certainly.
Himiko's so suspicious she's gotta be a red herring, right? But I don't even know where to start unraveling the truth. I should have played more point-and-click adventure games. We have nothing to worry about. Atua sees all. His divine deduction will solve this mystery right away. Gone to not want to suspect friends.
Hey!
Hey, Detective Dumbass, you've pinpointed a possible culprit, right? Yes, I have.
Listen up.
Shuichi, before we head over there, let me give you some advice, hero to sidekick. If you want to give up, wait until after you've done everything you possibly can.
Of course.
Wait, no, that's still no good. Okay, I won't forgive you if you give up. You got it?
Okay.
Yeah, got it, Kaito. He's right, I can't give up. I made a promise to Kaede. I really hope Kaito didn't have anything to do with this. I'm liking him more and more. And now with Ryoma dead, I need someone to be friends with.
Say,
This murder was also triggered by Monokuma's motive, was it not? Which means there is a reason the culprit was desperate to live, yes? And Ryoma, who had become the victim, had no reason to live, correct? What are you implying?
if so...
To kill because you have a reason to live, to die because you have no reason to live. Which, I wonder, is correct.
Jeez.
You're thinking too hard about it. Living things just gotta live. Anyway, no matter what happens to us, we gotta live.
Right?
Yeah, you don't really need a reason to live. That's just the icing on the cake. A reason to live. What was Ryoma talking about? He said he had more left to do, and then he died. That's gotta have something to do with it, right?
Well,
Sorry, but I don't know anything. If you think a child caregiver can help solve a murder case, then we're all in trouble. For those who don't know, that is my job. I am a child caregiver. So I just find that sentence quite amusing. Maki, what is your deal, though? Why are you acting so suspicious? I don't think she had anything to do with this. And I hope I'm right about that. Because I feel like it'd be really cheap for them to make Maki the culprit here.
do you agree?
This matter will be discussed in due time. We should save our arguments until then. Oh, Himiko.
Really?
This whole thing is shaking like a big old vibrator. Himiko's scared, poor little thing. I don't think you're making her any more comfortable, you two. This vibration is perfect. Quit looking at Himiko like some kind of degenerate male. You're one to talk.
No.
Himiko is not the culprit. No way, no how. I know Himiko better than anyone. I know all her secrets. I know her gender, her hair color, even her height. None of those are secrets. I did not calculate that we would gather again here under these circumstances. What will Kaede say if she saw us right now? Oh man, I don't even want to think about that. Alright, well that's everyone. It certainly looks like a lot less, even though we've only lost 3 people. Here we go. Get out of here, Famfrit. Does it really need to play the same scene twice? We get it, alright? The door appeared before us with a pomp, as if sending heroes off to war. After a pause, we all stepped towards the door. We were silent. All I could hear was our unsteady breathing. Just as we passed through the door, it started up again. Normally I wouldn't mind the shaking, but I'm feeling especially sensitive to it now. Each of us felt that trembling through our entire bodies as we sank further still. Without sure footing, I'm positive I would have fallen as well. My breathing was becoming more ragged, my heart pounded harder and harder. Just when I thought I would pass out from the nerves, the elevator came to a stop. But this wasn't the end, no. It was only just the beginning.
Welcome!
You've hopelessly arrived once again. Did you want to come here again because of how wonderful it is? Isn't it wonderful? I put so much effort into building this place, it should be a monument. Actually, we're the ones who used the Exosols to build the courtroom. But Father just took all the credit.
Wonderful.
But I am happy to be used as a slave by Father. This is very similar to the whole everyone working together to put Himiko's show together and then Angie saying that Atua should take all the credit.
What are you saying?
You idiots are really committing to this henchman bit.
They're so cute.
You guys are just so cute that I can't help working you to the bone. You put a lot of elaborate detail into this courtroom, almost like it's for show.
Oh?
For show, huh? That's an interesting way to put it.
Hmm?
Is this just for show? Are you showing this to the people outside and... Those people aren't with us, so you don't need to worry about them. Get it? They're not with us. As in, they're no longer with us. You know what I mean?
Hey.
In other words, you 13 are the only ones left in this world. Now show me just how you intend to bargain for your lives. Damn. You might actually just be right about that. That would explain what Shuichi was saying about I want to die with all the rest. Can you imagine? Jeez. Everyone else on the planet being dead? I don't even want to think about that right now. Oh, this music! Then the class trial began. Ryoma Hoshi, the ultimate tennis pro. After falling from his former glory, he told us he had no reason to live. But even so, he said he wanted to fight beside us, to get out of here with us. For that, he was trying to find a reason to live. He might have been a little stern, but he wasn't a cold man at all. And the person who killed him is here right now. I want to believe that's a lie, but I don't want to believe it at all. But if this is where I find the truth, I won't avert my eyes anymore. This is the wish she entrusted to me. I will find the truth, to get out of here with everyone alive. I'm going to survive. I can't die here. In order to keep my promise to her, I will fight. I will fight for my life in this trial of truth and lies. Nah, I'm alright, I just saved. Oh, man. Alright, let's check out our skills. Wow, we have so many points. Alright, well, sure, I'm gonna buy this, why not? I don't have any points left. That'll do, I don't mind. And we already looked over the evidence just recently in the last episode, so let's just get straight into it. Whoops.
Now then, let's begin with the
Is this
basic
just gonna be the
explanation
same?
of the class. During the trial, you'll present your arguments for who the culprit is and vote for who done it.
Yeah, this is all the same.
Correctly, and I'll punish everyone also. Refusing
Yep.
now. Let's get the.
I think
Yep.
we all know who the most suspicious one is. It's...
Let's combine our power and work together, everyone.
That's right, Tenko.
The person who's most suspicious is...
Now lend me your energy, everyone, so we can catch the culprit.
Because the murder happened during the magic show, the culprit can only be...
Hee-yah! I'm in top form today.
Yeah.
Tenko, why are you interrupting me? We can't have a good trial if you talk over me.
Huh? I'm not interrupting you. Whatever you have to say is probably worthless anyway, because all males want to talk about is S.E.
Himiko seems suspicious.
Angie, how could you say this?
Hey! Angie, how can you accuse Himiko?
I really don't like how they painted Angie in this chapter, because Himiko is clearly quite vulnerable and easy to manipulate, and Angie is just taken to that straight away. I thought better of her initially, but she's just not a very nice person.
Aren't you her friend?
I'm just telling you what Atua is telling me. He is using his divine knowledge to show us the way to survive. You should thank him, lest he pour his holy wrath upon you all.
I almost kind of wish that Angie did it. There's nothing to suggest that she did, but I wouldn't be too upset if it was her.
Screw Atua! That guy's got nothing on me. I'll protect Himiko.
But it does point to Himiko being the most suspicious.
Ryoma died during Himiko's magic show.
His body appearing in the water tank leads one to think the escape trick played a part.
That's exactly what the killer wanted us to think, I think.
It's only natural we suspect Himiko. She was the one performing the trick.
No, that's wrong. The underwater escape wasn't a trick. It was magic.
She's still going with this, huh? Well,
Not the part you need to deny. You gotta tell us you're not the culprit.
at least she sticks to her guns.
Huh? That's so cool. What a mysterious miracle. Now, did you kill Ryoma, Himiko? Atua will hear your confession.
Stop it! There's no way any of that is true.
It's true, though. Himiko used the underwater escape trick to kill Ryoma. But I still don't have a clue how Himiko did the trick.
Is that what we're having to explain first?
There's no trick. That really was magic.
You know, maybe it really was magic.
Oh, stop it. If you don't reveal your trick now, then we'll vote you as the culprit.
And then we'll all die, Maki, so that's not your best idea.
Stop picking on Himiko. A cute, tiny flower like her couldn't kill anyone.
I get that you want to defend her, but that might be a bit much.
As I expected, the others suspect Himiko, but I still have my doubts. I can't let this case get derailed by misunderstandings. I'm the ultimate detective, so it's up to me. That's right, let's go, Shuichi. Non-stop debate number 1. I'm guessing we'll have to explain
Atua has blessed me with an epiphany.
the trick.
The culprit used the underwater escape trick to pull off a sneaky switcheroo with Ryoma.
After that, the time ran out. The tank above Ryoma opened and piranhas came pouring out.
That's fine.
And he was eaten alive.
Wait, I need to be doing these.
Eaten to bone by piranhas.
He was not eaten alive, he was already dead.
Savage way to go.
No, that's wrong.
Ha 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 ha! That's so good! That's the best thing ever!
We heard you the first time, Titless. No one cares.
I was so distracted by that. Oh man, I need to go through all that again because I wasn't paying attention. Ryoma's body was eaten by the piranhas that fell into the tank. That is a fact, but it doesn't mean it was the cause of death. Is that what we're disproving here?
With an epiphany. The culprit used the underwater escape trick.
Yeah, he was
to pull off
drowned.
a sneaky switcheroo with Ryoma.
This one. I'm still getting used to the key bindings. I feel like they're different. It's been a while since I played a Danganronpa game, but I'm pretty sure some of the buttons are different.
No, Ryoma's death was not caused by the piranhas.
Alright.
The Monokuma file indicates the cause of death is drowning.
Exactly.
So it wasn't the piranhas then. He was drowned.
Oh, I see. I haven't checked the Monokuma file yet, so that's news to me.
Oh my god, Kokichi.
You lying little brat! Telling lies is what turns you into a degenerate male.
Well, everyone's a degenerate male by your standards, so...
So what? Ryoma drowned, Himiko changed places with him, and then the piranhas ate him, right?
No, Himiko only had 60 seconds to escape from the tank.
That's what I was saying.
Even if they changed places at the start of the show, that's insufficient time to drown someone.
Exactly.
If that is the case, then when did he drown?
When did Ryoma drown? It was obviously before the show started.
That's it! Ryoma was already drowned before the show started.
Agreed. Before being eaten by the piranhas, he made no attempt to escape the water. To be precise, he made no movements whatsoever. Yes. By that point, he had already joined the ranks of the dead.
Could that mean his body was hidden until the culprit made it appear in the tank?
Yeah, pretty much. Well,
Hidden?
was it even the culprit that made it appear? It just kind of appeared.
The culprit would have had to hide the body near the tank, and then show it during the act.
Easier said than done.
Was there a place on stage where the culprit could have hid the body?
Not
Oh,
on it,
wait.
but above it.
Himiko should know since she performed the underwater escape trick.
Himiko, why won't you just explain it to us?
'Cause it's magic.
Again, I said this the last trial, I really want to like Himiko. I even tried to get to know her this chapter. But she just makes things more difficult.
No, maybe it really was magic.
Shut up.
Himiko is committed to her act, but those who deal in dreams are oft liars.
Why is everyone still picking on Himiko? You're all worse than a drunk dad's ramblings.
Well, that's an insight into your past.
We should let him vent. After all, it's tough being the man of the house.
And we gotta figure out how the trick works to find where the body was hidden.
But Himiko does not wish to tell us how she performed her act.
Then let's work together to reveal the secret behind Himiko's trick!
So, not real magic?
Why is the cross on Ryoma's portrait different to the others?
No, it was real magic. Magic!
Oh no! It's Himiko's curse! Her curses are really powerful!
Aren't incantations usually more, complicated than that?
Anyway, we first need to determine how Himiko performed the trick. If we can't figure that out, this case is going nowhere. So, the water tank trick, probably?
Himiko escaped the water tank.
Maybe she just climbed out and no one noticed.
Pretty
Yeah,
much.
she definitely would have been caught.
Perhaps the mechanism was set up on the stage.
The curtain covering the tank was certainly suspicious.
What about that square pane of glass we found in the tank?
Yeah, I don't know what that's
Maybe the
about.
tank had a secret hatch.
Yeah, I think that's right.
It must be real magic!
Yeah! Real escape magic!
Maybe there were two Himikos.
That would be a hell of a twist.
And one of them was Tsumugi in disguise.
No, come on, we disproved that.
My costumes aren't disguises.
Alright, so I guess we're agreeing with Maki on that then.
How did Himiko...
That.
I agree. Maki is correct. There was an escape hatch on that tank.
I see. So it did have one.
That's right. I discovered a similar tank in Himiko's lab. There was a panel on the side that could open. That was her escape.
Mind over strength!
Oh, okay.
No! Your logic is all wrong, Shuichi.
What do you mean?
And you don't even know why you're wrong either. Typical degenerate male. I'll smash in your face with my fists of hot burning steel!
Please don't do that. Is this going to be a rebuttal? Yeah. Alright then. It's got to be the
The side
staircase.
of the tank being open doesn't have anything to do with Himiko's escape. She didn't use an escape hatch. I know she didn't do that. And now, I'm gonna punch you!
Whoops. No! There we go.
Wait a second. Before you punch me, what makes you so sure she
Stop
did?
punching this boy.
Because if she escaped from a hatch in the tank, the water would have gushed out with her. There would have been water everywhere.
Oh, this one.
I'll cut through your words. There was a reason the room wasn't flooded with water. The staircase that was attached to the water tank. Try to remember how the staircase was positioned. It was aligned perfectly with the tank's escape hatch, meaning the water tank was connected to the inside of the staircase.
Inside staircase? His body was in stairs?
I don't think so.
Knowing that, it's clear how Himiko made her escape from underwater. There was a curtain covering the tank during the performance, allowing Himiko to enter the staircase from the hatch undetected. Any water that spilled out would have simply funneled into the staircase.
So how do you get out from the staircase?
The staircase also has an escape hatch, one facing away from us. It's placed so that the water would not drain from the staircase.
In which case, a person could exit and leave water inside the staircase.
However, that person would be soaked, meaning that some trace should be left.
That would explain why there was a puddle around the stairs.
So when Himiko came out from the stairs, her wet clothes dripped water all over.
Ha ha, bitch! Caught you soaking wet and red-handed!
Judging from Himiko's reaction, you hit it right on the bullseye.
But Himiko's clothes should have been wet when she left the water tank.
So she changed her clothes. Yeah, I mean, she's totally dry here, but she just changed her clothes.
Not wet.
Of course. That's because my underwater escape wasn't a trick. It was magic.
No, magic had nothing to do with why her clothes weren't wet. She just changed her clothes.
That's it! It's because she changed her uniform.
The dormitory is stocked with uniforms. Did you hide one behind the stage in advance?
Aww.
I remember seeing Himiko go to the gym this morning, carrying a uniform and a towel.
I feel so bad for Himiko that they're putting her on the spot to work out how she did this trick, even though it has pretty much nothing to do with the murder.
Ah! Why would you say that?
I see. She had a towel too. She may not have had time to fully dry her hair. But Her short hair and hat ensured we were none the wiser.
Himiko can't get wet, because her body repels water.
Oh, Tenko, please stop talking.
Like a duck?
Himiko, come on. Give it up already.
Can we get back to solving the murder now, please?
Fine. You win. It's just like you said. The water tank and staircase both have mechanisms.
So I was correct.
But that doesn't mean I used them. I didn't need them, because I used my magic.
Can we just drop this and get back to the matter at hand?
Were you dropped on your head as a kid?
Now that we understand how the trick was performed, let us move on.
Yes, let's do
Yes.
that.
Let us proceed. Where did the culprit hide Ryoma's body? From our discussion earlier, his body could have been in the space inside the staircase.
No way.
But that's where Himiko would escape from, right?
So Himiko went in the stairs with the body? What kind of kinky shit is she into?
That seems unlikely. There isn't enough space for 2 people to fit in there.
Yeah, the stairs are pretty cramped. It'd be hard to fit even Ryoma and Himiko in there. Who says they went in together? She could have made the switch as she was leaving the tank.
Really? That would be so difficult.
At the same time, she could have pulled out the body from inside the stairs.
And that wouldn't be possible because Gonza said that he saw a point at which neither of them were in the tank.
That way she'd have room to put herself in there. See how easy that is? I think that explains how Himiko changed places with Ryoma's body.
Wait a minute! Why did you automatically assume it was Himiko?
Who else but Himiko could have done it?
That's a long list.
Angie, you spent more time with Himiko than any of us, so why are you accusing her?
You may think you're protecting Himiko, but what if she really is the culprit? We'll all die, and it will be all your fault. Atua will lose precious devotees. Are you okay with that, Tenko?
I'm totally fine with that. I don't care what anyone says. Himiko would never murder someone. That's what I believe more than anything. I want to believe in her, no matter what. If I can't do that, then I'd rather just die.
Oh, Tenko.
So until this body takes its final breath, I'm gonna keep believing in Himiko.
It's got to be Gonza's
The
account,
only
right?
one who could have switched out Ryoma's body is Himiko herself.
When Himiko was escaping the tank, she dragged out the body hidden in the stairs and simply switched places with it.
I don't think so.
Are you telling me you saw that happen?
No one could have seen that. It would have occurred in the middle of the show, when the tank was covered with a curtain.
Gonza would have seen it.
Basically, no one saw anything.
Gonza saw something.
I didn't do it, I swear. Ryoma's corpse wasn't in the staircase.
Quit lying, you donkey-lipped con artist! She's not lying!
I mean, I
She's not a con
agree.
artist, and she doesn't have donkey lips!
I agree with Tenko totally, but I think we just have to refute the point that nobody saw anything. Because
Only
Gonza saw
one who
everything.
could have-
Well, not everything, but enough.
When Himiko was escaping the tank, she dragged out the body hidden in the stairs and simply switched places with it. Are you telling me you saw that happen? No one could have seen that.
It would have occurred in the middle of the show, when the tank was covered with a curtain.
So basically, no one saw anything.
Wrong.
That's wrong! Someone did see inside the tank. It was Gonta.
That's right.
Gonta had climbed onto the stage and was looking into the tank from above. Isn't that right, Gonta?
Yeah, Gonta saw down into tank, but saw no one in there.
Exactly.
No one was in there?
Yeah, no one. Guess that clue no good, huh?
No, that's actually a great clue. Because if Ryoma's body was hidden inside the staircase, Himiko would have had to pull him out before she went inside. There certainly wasn't enough room in the staircase for both of them. But that means, if the tank was empty when Gonta looked, Ryoma's body must not have been hidden in the staircase.
Right, because someone would have had to have been in the tank at all times, if you go by this theory.
What if they squeezed into that space with Ryoma's body to avoid getting caught?
It just doesn't work.
She had no need to worry about us witnessing her at that point. For the entire stage was hidden behind a curtain. To all but Gonta, anyway.
Then the culprit never would have considered hiding inside the staircase with the body. Entering the staircase after moving the body is much faster, and seems more rational too.
Then Ryoma's body wasn't hidden in the stairs?
Mm-hmm.
Someone better say where the fucking body was hidden, or I'm gonna start cutting throats!
Where was Ryoma's body hidden? We need to pin that down. It's clear that it was not inside the staircase, but where? In the tank. I always find that the first half of these trials goes really easy for me because I've worked out everything that they talk about during the investigation. Then the second half gets really hard.
After all, there was only enough space for Himiko.
Well, how about behind the curtain?
If there was a way to enter the tank from there, then it would be plausible.
Or maybe the body was in the tank all along, but we just couldn't see it.
Impossible. You'd need top-notch visual effects to pull that off.
And what of the tank containing the piranhas?
Here we go.
No way! If you put a body in there, the piranhas would have eaten it way before we saw it.
But if the body and piranhas were separated...
Oh, the glass panel!
Correct?
Finally! I think I initially said when we first saw the glass panel that it could have been in the tank with the piranhas, and I think I'm right here. It must have been separating it. I can't believe I didn't place that together before, because I think I had all the parts. I just didn't work it out. Did I miss?
Then it wouldn't have
I
been
missed.
devoured,
Great.
correct?
There we go.
I agree.
I should have worked that one out. I had all the pieces.
Kyo's hypothesis is correct. The body and the piranhas were separated.
That's right.
This
The glass
was accomplished using
pane.
the square glass pane found in the tank.
Just as I thought.
Kyo has actually been quite helpful.
Using that glass pane as a divider, a safe space could be created in the tank. It is in such a space that the body could be stored, separated from the piranhas.
And that further explains why the piranhas were so cramped.
Then that means Ryoma's body was hidden in the piranha tank the whole time!
So Ryoma's body fell into the water tank with the piranhas?
Yeah.
Gonta knew it!
What is it, Gonta?
Gonta was above stage when piranhas fall. That's why Gonta sees something no one else could. When piranhas fell, Gonta sees some big thing fall into water.
You didn't think to tell us this before? Right when the timer hit 0, the buzzer went off, and then... yeah, at that moment, that's when it all fell in.
No. Now that Gonta think about it, Gonta maybe see Ryoma's body.
When the piranhas dropped from the tank, I thought I saw something bigger drop as well. The water tank on the bottom is made completely out of glass, correct? You can see what is happening through the glass. Can you really hide a body in the tank?
Yeah, if there's enough piranhas to block you viewing it from
A dead body would
the
still
front.
be visible in a glass tank.
But it's only glass on one side.
Unless a certain something was used to obscure the body.
A certain something?
We all agree that the glass pane was used to separate the body from the piranhas, correct? Well, that method has the added benefit of hiding the body from view.
Exactly. If the piranhas are all at the front,
Yeah? How could you hide a body like that?
how was the culprit able to conceal the body in the piranha tank? This, right?
This is it! It was the piranhas. The piranhas were obscuring the body.
Huh? The piranhas?
That's right. Remember what Angie said during the investigation?
I noticed that right as the show started, I feel like there are more piranhas today. Yeah, it wasn't more, it was just that they were crammed into a smaller space.
Significantly? I didn't know piranhas fuck like rabbits.
It seemed that way, but it wasn't that the actual number of piranhas increased. The glass pane divided the tank nearly in half, right? The piranhas got crowded together, making it look like there were more of them.
The more densely the piranhas are packed, the harder it is to see past them.
Because of that, it was difficult to see the body hidden in the tank.
That glass pane was the lid from the piranha tank.
Ah, okay.
It was really easy to detach that lid. It's no wonder they used it as a divider.
Gee, thanks for telling us that useless detail.
What the heck are you saying? That detail was super useful. Sure, the lid looks a little big, but if you set it diagonally, it would fit perfectly. Nice job, Himiko! Your explanation was awesome.
This much evidence, it seems like the body was definitely in the piranha tank.
Yep.
Congrats, Himiko! Now there should be no reason for anyone to suspect you.
Really?
Yeah, because if you didn't switch places with the body, then you couldn't have killed him.
I mean, not
It
necessarily,
only means
but
we now have other suspects. You are not cleared of suspicion just yet.
well, I think we did a pretty good job of getting Himiko off the hook in this episode. We're going to carry on the class trial in the next one. Thanks for watching. I'll see you then.